Good morning. Happy Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday today in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let me know where you're coming in from. Put it in the chats. Super excited to talk to you today. We are talking about environment, and sorry, I just got to go live in one more place. So today we're talking about environment and depression. Like, do environmental factors play a part in depression? And they can. That's the answer. And they can play a significant role. Okay. For those of you that don't know, or maybe just catching this for the first time, I'm Jen Hoyle, the Organic Wonder Woman. I've suffered from depression for 30 years now, and since the birth of my first son. And I'm trying to break the stigma, bring understanding to depression, and bring help. And so people know they're not alone, they are wanted, and they are loved. That's my mission that I'm on. So if you know anyone that this could help, if I've been doing 30 days of content on depression. So check it out and catch my lives on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. So let's get started. Environmental factors do play a significant role in depression, and also exacerbating it, causing it to feel worse, causing it to get worse. I want to start out saying depression is a complex condition. It can be genetic, it can be biological, it could be psychological, and it can have environmental factors. So, or it can be all of it. Okay. If you're suffering, you feel like there's no hope, please reach out to a professional. There's tons of people out there that can help. So I just want to say that say it up front. Now, with environmental factors, we're going to go through a few, and then I'm also going to give you some help with dealing with some of that. So I'm not going to just give you the facts, right? I want to help you with some solutions. So stressful life events can be an environmental factor that really can contribute to depression. It could be loss of a loved one, financial problems, divorce, job loss. Okay. And it can also chronic stress, being stressed out all the time, which I've been there before. Guilty, right? Who else is guilty of that? It can cause depressive symptoms as well. Now, another thing that it can be environmental is like a childhood experience that wasn't good, that was adverse. So it could be physical, it could be verbal, it could be neglect, it could be dysfunctional family. It can increase the risk of developing depression later in life. So for me, when my son was born 30 years ago, it was the birth of my son. It's just a huge change, right? Your first child, it's just so different. And so that was an environmental factor that kind of kicked off my depression. If you are feeling lack of social support or social isolation, like during the pandemic, a lot of people had increased depression because they were inside a lot. They didn't have their network of people. So that was another thing that is an environmental factor that can cause and affect depression, is the lack of social support. So reach out to someone if you're having a hard time. Another thing, and I've thought about this too, is urban living versus rural living. So where do you find your calm? For some people, maybe living in urban, like in cities, that's okay. But research does suggest that people that live in urban areas have higher risk of depression. It can be the noise, it could be the pollution, it could be isolation because everybody's hustle, hustle, hustle. They're not really into that one-on-one social piece. So that can contribute also. Now, how many of us have, I know I'm a yay for this one, have been affected by the weather the climate and seasonal patterns. Seasonal affective disorder, which is a form of depression. It comes out during specific seasons, typically in the winter months when the days are shorter, it's colder, less natural light. People are stuck inside. And that's because you're not getting enough sunlight, and that can affect your mood regulating neurotransmitters in your brain and serotonin. So that is another factor that can play into it. Environmental toxins, and we will go deeper into some of these during this 30-day journey on depression. And so I'm super excited to talk about this one because environmental toxins can play a part. Heavy metals, pesticides, air pollution, even our fruits and veggies that are not organic, they can have so many pesticides on them that can really affect you. And it can give you an increased risk of depression. I don't know if you knew that. I didn't know that when I started studying this. How about the other thing, the last one before we get into our solutions that I'm going to help you with, ways to cope and ways to help all of those things I've read to you, natural environments, okay? Spending, and this is one of my favorite things ever when I am having a depressive situation, I'm feeling really down, I'll step outside into nature. I'll open the door and just step outside and breathe it in because, one of the best things for depression is natural environments, parks, forests, near bodies of water, which is another reason I moved to Florida, to be near the water. It has a positive impact on mental health, okay? And it could be really anything. Take your dog for a walk. Ask your friends to go on a walk. Just get out there, even walking out to the mailbox. Look at the birds. There's so many things that can help. Okay. Now let me give you some great tips on how to not let those environmental factors play a part in your depression, or at least lessen it. Okay. Number one, manage your stress. Okay. And that can be meditation, deep breathing, yoga. I was thinking of Pilates. Pilates is great. It could be a walk. It could be, any of those things that's going to help your stress level. Now, the other thing is build a support network. Okay. And if you don't have one, if you don't have a strong one, there are groups, there are tons of social media groups that you can get in where you can find help. You can find people that are suffering from the same things you are, feeling the same way. So build your support network that way if you don't have anyone in your immediate network. Of course, if you're feeling really deep depression, overwhelmed, consider consulting a mental health professional. I am not one. I'm just somebody that has suffered for 30 years from depression, and that's become a big thing that I'm studying. I'm very interested in it. So seek professional help if you need it. I cannot be more mindful of that. Okay, maintain a healthy lifestyle. That's what I've been doing for the last 4 years. I've lost 50 pounds, but my mental health has gotten better and better. It's been amazing. So make sure that you're focusing on good nutrition, you're moving your body, and you're getting great sleep. All of those will can help your depression. And then, of course, avoid excessive alcohol or drug use. Those can worsen depressive symptoms. I've seen it so many times, and I've done it as well. Okay. We talked about this already. Spend time in nature. How many of you like to go out in nature when you're feeling depressed? To get that fresh air, move your body, all of those things. It can all be beneficial. So Next time you're feeling down, just get up, walk outside, and breathe in that fresh air. Especially if it's cold outside, just that cold air hitting you in the face, it really wakes you up. I love it. Create a healthy, relaxing environment. Try to get your area that you live in cleaned, organized. Make it where it's a sanctuary for you, where you feel calm. Declutter it. Even if you don't have an area in your house, I know spaces can be small. I remember in one of my houses, I had a little walk-in closet, and I would make that like my quiet zone. That I have 9 children, so I would go and just make that my little hidden space where I could read my Bible, where I could pray, where I could just think and just regroup. So try to find your little area, your Zen den, if you will. Now, this one, we talked about this. Limit your exposure to toxins. Get organic fruit. Get an air purifier. Stay away from hazardous substance, cleaners that could hurt, help affect your body. So do all of those things. My big thing, as you know, I'm the organic Wonder Woman. Eat organic. It is the cleanest you're going to get, and it's real food. And then, if money stresses you out, budget, make a plan. The more that you can schedule and get down on paper and get it out of your mind, and so you can have that space to release, the better. And then practice self-compassion. Love yourself. Get on and watch one of my videos. Hear me tell you that you are loved, you are wanted, and you're never alone. Okay? Tell yourself that every day. Look in the mirror and tell yourself you are not alone. And then the last thing I'm going to say before we get off is educate yourself. Doing this 30 days live on depression, it has taught me a ton about depression that I have not known for the last 30 years. It's also helping me feel like I'm helping you. So if you're getting value out of this, let me know. Do a comment down below. And I just love getting on here and sharing with you. So as I get off today, have a beautiful day. Know that you are loved, you're wanted, you're never alone, and have a beautiful Saturday, and God bless. I will talk to you soon. See you tomorrow. It'll be a little bit later tomorrow because we'll be on a plane. Actually, it might be earlier. But we will be on. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.